This is the Beyond the Box dumbbell workout. Before getting into the workout, check out the Instagram post for the warm-up. Want to make sure we're getting ready for the workout by increasing your heart rate and increasing your body temperature, and maybe you're starting to sweat a little bit before we get into it. For today's workout, we are doing a Metcon benchmark workout. We're going to be doing the CrossFit Open workout 11.5. This would be the fifth workout from the 2011 CrossFit Open. If you remember doing this one 11 years ago, congratulations, you are a CrossFit OG. This workout is a 20-minute AMRAP of 5 power cleans, RX weight for the men, 40 pounds for the men, and 25 pounds for the ladies. 10 V-ups and 15 thrusters. Again, the RX weight is the same for the power cleans, 40 pounds for the men, 25 pounds for the ladies. All right, let's talk about this workout. This is a 20-minute workout, so make sure that you are mindful that you don't go out too hot and crash and burn early on or halfway through the workout. Focus on watching the clock and maintaining consistent split times throughout the 20 minutes. Good idea is to pick a time that you want to complete your rounds in. Maybe you just hope to be able to do a round per minute or a round every 2 minutes. Figure out what your time is going to be. Maybe you do a practice round or two to kind of figure out what your split times would look like and try and maintain consistency throughout those 20 minutes. Let's talk about the workout though. Let's talk about the movements. We have starting with 5 power cleans. These come from the floor, and your option, whether you want to have the dumbbells at your sides or if you want to be a little bit wider and have the dumbbells between your feet in a sumo stance. Let's look at both of those. If I start with the dumbbells on my sides, this would be considered more of a traditional stance. I'm going to bend over, pick up my dumbbells. When I bend over to touch the floor, I only need to touch one end of my dumbbells to the floor. Don't need to touch both ends. If I try to touch both ends, I might lose a little bit of posture and I maybe will round out my back a bit, which I want to avoid. So I want to maintain a flat back when doing this. So even when I go to start, notice how I have to get really crouched to pick the dumbbells up. So I'm going to crouch and pull the dumbbells back, and notice I only have one end of the dumbbells touching the floor. So when I stand up, I'm going to stand up and pop or jump through the hips to get the dumbbells to my shoulders, and I'm going to catch it in a quarter or partial squat. So standing up, jump, and catch the dumbbells in that quarter or partial squat, and then stand up. As I go back down, dumbbells down to my sides, and then I'm bending down. So that's 2, 3, 4, and one more for 5. I can also do this in a sumo stance, so wider feet. That would work as well. You pick what one you want to work on, be consistent and hold on to it and do the same thing or use the same technique for the whole workout. Once you're done your power cleans, we're going to go to the floor and we're going to go to V-ups. V-ups start with both feet and arms on the floor, so arms overhead. And I'm going to flatten my low back against the floor, and I'm going to bring my feet and my hands to touch out in front of me. Once you're done your V-ups, then you'll move into the 15 thrusters. Before I get into that, let's talk about what a couple scaling options for the V-ups would look like. If you have a hard time touching your toes, then we can go into tuck-ups as well. That works too. So a tuck-up, I'm going to, again, the flat in the back is a mainstay. That's a staple in this movement no matter what. So I keep my low back flat. I'm going to come forward, and then maybe I do a tuck-up instead of a V-up. Or maybe when I'm doing V-ups, I touch my calves or my knees, whatever I need to do, but work on getting as close to your toes as you can. All right, once I'm done my V-ups, then I'm going to go into my 15 thrusters. So thrusters, giving you a side profile. I'm going to bend down, pick up the weight, get to my shoulders, and I'm going to squat and press 15 times. Make sure when you stand up out of that squat, we're firing through the hips, so making a big drive through here to help get the weight off the shoulders, and then press through. Make sure when we press, we have the dumbbells stacked over our shoulders, and our arm should be by our ears. Don't let those weights get out in front of you. Make sure they're right overhead. So, going into my squat, press. Notice my hips getting a big drive and pressing through. After each round, plan out to have a little bit of rest, 20 minutes of work. We want to make sure that you're resting throughout between each round and trying to be consistent. So maybe you have a planned rest time. Once you're done your round, you rest for 5, 10, maybe 15 seconds, and then get into the next rep. You get into the next round. All right. So just to recap, CrossFit Open workout 11.5 is a 20-minute AMRAP of 5 power cleans, 10 V-ups, and 15 thrusters. RX weights for the dumbbells, 40 pounds for the men, and 25 for the ladies. Get after it and have fun.